As Mark said, Mary is the one who, over the course of the years, always got her eye out on the books that are coming. Occasionally we will even mention them, talk about them. And then by the end of the year, when we see all the nominations come in, she will gather them up. And Mary and I both go through quite a lot of books to winnow them down to a group that we work on as judges. This year's competition was very interesting. There was a lot of fiction. And I mean fiction from all genres, from children's to young adult to the short stories that Andrew wrote, to romance novel type things, but in a racing setting, and some that seemed to be inspired by Dick Francis mystery novels. There was quite an interesting group, and the usual memoirs and coffee table type books, and a couple of children's books which were interesting, including one about Sham that made me feel good, because Sham could use some love. But and also, Mary is one of her other jobs, of course, is assembling the judging team, and that's not always easy. So we're happy to add Coyte Bradar this year. She's got a very interesting background. She's the granddaughter of Ted Atkinson, the jockey, and also granddaughter of a very well-known harness racing trainer and driver from Europe. So she's got both the chops in the standardbred and thoroughbred industry. And she's also, many of you recognize her from her work with the horse racing channels and ESPN, and she's been involved with not one but two Eclipse Award-winning local media teams. So that's pretty amazing group. But once we winnow our books down to a manageable group, we go over them with like a scoring system that is consistent among the three judges, and we discuss them. And then we work that down to the finalist list that you saw. And then we have a wonderful phone conference where we discuss where we place the three books. And it's kind of like a one afternoon, book club with great conversation from people who come from three very kind of different walks. Although this year was a first in that all three of the judges were women, and all three of the judges had actual experience working with horses on the racetrack. We've all, like groomed horses, mucked stalls, occasionally gotten on one, and I thought that added kind of an interesting note to our judging this year. But I wish Jamie were here. She was very much involved in the judging and very much enjoyed it. I know she would be if she could. And I think that's about it. I'm going to introduce Coyte Bradar. Come on up.